Hello everyone, from the Lego Botanicals Collection, these are the Daffodils. This is a 216-piece set, and I bought it for its retail price of $13 US. You can find the product tagged on the video. You get 2 white flowers and 2 yellow ones, and I'm going to look at the yellow ones up closer because it's easier to see against a white background. The stem consists primarily of regular straight Technic connectors with short axles in between. The color here is just a regular green, not bright green. And then you get this cross member which has no friction in it, so the leaves can just spin around like that. You've got 2 sand green colored round click hinge pieces there. And then you can change the angles of the leaves here. You can bring one of them in a little bit, add a little bit of asymmetry if you want, but it's just a little bit wide here at the base that ideally should connect down, but I get it. When we get to the flower itself, it's made primarily from shields, and then you can rotate this around however you want a little bit. A disc or dish piece, and then just a cone. Looking around the back, how they put that all together. You go from the Technic building, there's a bar, a furlong bar in regular brown going through there. I don't remember what these were first used for in Ninjago. They were in trans black first, or trans dark brown they call it, and they made a trans neon greenish yellow colored version. Now we've got it in just a plain gray, which is extra useful, but then each of those has 3 of the shorter or 3 long gold bars going into it, and then there's an unused clip spot or bar that can accept a clip on each one. Then you just layer 2 of those offset from each other, and there you go. That's how it's done. It's simple. You cannot change the angles of you can call them petals if you want. They both are and are not petals, but if you want to introduce a little bit of randomness, a little bit of natural feeling into an arrangement, it is recommended to randomly change the orientations of these just a little bit. It's too bad that you can't bring some of them in a little bit and have it look like it's just opened. It's a little bit fresher, a little bit newer, but this is what you get. Incidentally, the white ones might look a little bit better, especially from different angles, because they are able to take advantage of same colored bars they're again called tepals, petals, sepals, but also the same around here. What most folks would refer to as petals, which is fine. Which just makes it look a little bit more consistent. I'd say even a lot more consistent, especially from a distance. When you see this, it looks like a technical mechanism. Like, what is holding those together? Whereas this kind of fools the eye a little bit more. I want to quickly compare this to the other individual flowers that they've made previously. They just started putting them in the botanical line, but it's all ultimately the same thing. So most recently we got the sunflower, which is a very heavy thing. So if you're trying to set this up with a vase, this one really needs a very stiff substrate down below to hold it, to keep it from rotating. It's much easier to keep the daffodils in an orientation that you want, but you still probably want to have either a very narrow neck vase or put it into foam, floral foam, or maybe use perlite or something like that has some friction to it. Before this, we got the tulips. The tulips are my personal least favorite, that look the least accurate to what they're based on. It kind of looks good from the top, but from the side, it's just so small. They're like dwarf tulips. And then the leaves for this one are able to just also completely rotate around, which looks, these can rotate too, but these just look better to me. So there's the relative sizes of those. And before that, originally, we got the rose. The rose that was so out of stock for so long, so criminally long, including all throughout Valentine's season. Rose is the best looking of the individual flowers that you get, that we've been able to get. But there's how they compare. I also really like the dark green against the regular green here compared to here, but this is probably the appropriate set of colors. It's just, again, too bad that we got this extra wide gap down here, not a good close connection of the base of the leaf down into the flower stem. Would you believe these are the only leftover pieces? Well, they are. Again, the price was $13 US. They are 13 euros as the base price in the Eurozone, varies from there. And then they're, I believe, 11 pounds UK. You can change the relative lengths of the stems to get some variety in there. It's very easy with the construction of the stem. I think the value here is fine. This is a pretty significant amount of Lego. It's a lot more stuff here, a lot more massive plastic than you would get in just about any other theme. So I really can't complain about the price. The design, the more I look at them, especially when I randomize things a little bit, it's pretty charming. The colors are right. The shaping is pretty good. The closer you get, the worse they look, especially from around the back. And it is definitely a little bit difficult to arrange many of these that need to be facing in a certain direction, just again, because of the fact that they can rotate so easily. It's just a common problem to super, super heavy plastic built flowers like this, or, non-natural and non-cloth flowers. So overall, I think they're good, but just be aware that you might have to do a little bit of work to get them to look good in a realistic setting, to actually get that arrangement how you want it to be. And the leaves are kind of their own thing. Anyway, hope that this was of some value to you. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.